wanted to circle back to this point because we got a little bit off track here. But what we're saying, I think, Sophia, when we talk about, guys this, guys that, we're really only talking about the men that you're going to be interested in, right? There's going to be plenty of guys out there that are going to tell you they're super cool with it and they're really into it and they're fine with it, but those guys are generally.
What's that, Jason?
I said mine did. It was a trap.
Right. So eventually, the truth may come out or the truth may never come out. But if a guy is high level enough and a guy has enough options and a guy is willing to exercise those options, then he holds the power. And it's very likely that he is going to prefer a woman that is not going to be posting pictures like that. Because of what it represents. I mean, you can say that you're marketing products and that you're, marketing bikinis and things like that. And you're trying to grow your account, but a guy that
selling
covets
bathing
his
suits, that's
woman,
a totally different story, right? Like if you have a bathing suit clothing business, totally different story, completely different story. But you don't. So it's
so eventually, if I start making money off of said businesses, like if I make commissions off these bikinis and stuff, and then you'd allow it, like then it's like fine.
If
because I'm not making money right now.
If you're running a business on social media that included the need for you to show skin, then that's your livelihood, that's your business. The guy at that point would have to decide whether or not he was okay with that or if he wasn't. And then he can make the choice of whether or not he wants to invite you into his life or not. But if it's just for attention and validation, which is what it's being used for right now, it's unwise to do that if you're looking for a relationship, if you're looking to be a mother or a wife in the future. This is like a difficult, this is a very difficult concept for women to understand today because they usually come back with that's controlling or you're insecure or it's not like that, but that's how it is. Like, that's how it's like. The other thing that you mentioned earlier was the, let's say I'm in a relationship and I'm down in Mexico with the girls, sort of thing. Going away for girls trips when you're in a relationship with a guy that you're serious about is an incredibly bad idea. It's an unwise choice. It's something that I tell guys not to allow.
You don't allow it? What? Why?
Nope. Well, Muff, why don't you answer that one because you're closer to her age than I am.
Why don't I allow girls trips?
So you're telling me that you don't allow a girls trip?
Oh, you can do girls trips, but I'm not going to be serious about you.
What is the need for a girls trip why does a girl with a boyfriend need to go on a girls trip? To you mentioned Mexico before, so why is that something that's
why would you need to go to Cancun if you got a boyfriend that you're serious about?
Well, for one, I'll give you an example. I love to travel. I love seeing things, new places, and a lot of my friends enjoy traveling. If he can't get the time off, doesn't want to go, maybe he wants to go, he could still go. Like, I still love to travel with him, but say I wanted to go with my best friends who I've known for 10 years, and maybe I just met him, maybe we're dating for 3 years. Why wouldn't I want to go with my friends of 10 years and go to a resort or something just for a little quick vacation? What's the problem with a girls trip if I'm a trustworthy person?
Moff, go ahead, man. You take this one.
Well, we're adding a bunch of things and caveats to the situation. I think my question still wasn't answered. Why would a girl need to go away to some sort of tropical or resort location where she's going to be getting male attention, where there's going to likely be drinking, there's going to be partying, there's going to be clubbing, there's going to be men around that are going to be hitting on you, they're going to be catcalling even. I mean, why would a girl who's got a boyfriend put herself in that situation?
So you're telling me that I shouldn't go on a girls trip because of all those reasons: catcalling, drinking, getting hit on?
I just asked why. I just asked why you would put yourself in that situation where you're going to be open for male attention when you've got a boyfriend at home.
I wouldn't go for male attention. The why I would say of why I would want to go on a girls trip is because I would want to spend time with my close girlfriends on a vacation. Maybe we've been working really hard. We only get a certain amount of vacation time. I used to be a teacher. You only get a certain amount of vacation time with being a teacher. So if I wanted to go with a few of my close girlfriends to anywhere, it doesn't have to be Mexico. It could literally be Colorado to go skiing. My best friend loves to ski or snowboard, whatever. It could just be somewhere like that. But like you're telling me a girls trip like can't be allowed if I want to just go enjoy some time with my girlfriends, maybe play some board games. Even if we went
You can
out
play
to like
board
the
games
bars
in your
Board
bed.
games?
You can play board games at home.
Why would I want to stay home all the time?
Why?
There's a whole world out there. There's
What's
a
the difference
whole
between
world.
playing board games in your house and then playing board games in Colorado?
I think they're stuck on the board games, but like I like to explore. So like it doesn't matter what I'm doing, it's just that I'm going because I want to get out of my hometown. I want to experience new things, try new food maybe. Just like I can do that with a boyfriend, but I also love my girlfriends. Like I've been friends with them for probably much longer than I've known this guy.
So you're
So why?
prioritizing your friends over your man. How do you think he's going to take that?
But how am I prioritizing? What if I plan 2 trips with my man and 1 trip with my girlfriend? How is that prioritizing my girlfriends over that?
Okay, I mean, you continue to add things to the equation, but if you're going on a girls' trip,
I enjoy to travel with my friends. I love my friends' company. That's why they're my friends. I love to travel. I'm a big travel person. So my why is I want to travel with my friends because they're good company. So
what is it about travel that is so interesting to you?
I love seeing new things. I love learning new things about the places. I love saying that I've gone to places. I want to tell my cousins and my grandchildren, like, yeah, I went there. Yeah, we've been there. I ate kangaroo in Australia. I went bungee jumping in New Zealand. I love saying those things. So
it's for other people. It's not for you.
No, I love going for myself. It's just fun to like also explain.
Let me pose a question to somebody like Mia, because I think she's the older girl on the panel. Should girlfriends with boyfriends be taking trips with their girlfriends down to Cancun?
If I would be in a serious relationship, I wouldn't risk to go with the girlfriends.
Why not?
Why should I make my man jealous and suspicious? Why should I lose trust somehow and tease him, proving, oh, I'm so honest, you know?
Do you see the argument from that perspective, Sophia?
I'm from Europe, like I said, it's and I'm older, so it's different background. I'm not judging you, Sophia, but I would agree.
No, it's okay.
What about Jessa? Like, what's your position on that?
Travel with friends, and it's all right. Also, I think it's a matter of communication. Maybe Sophia would meet a man in life that he would be all right with it, because nowadays people are so open-minded about that. So, you know.
What about you, Jessa? What's your take on that? If you're in a relationship, you're committed, you got a boyfriend, would you go down to Cancun with your girlfriends?
Absolutely not. It's more like a respect thing, only for the fact of we're all adults here. We know what happens on a male's trip and a girl's trip. Like, they will 100% know that we are getting hit on, we're getting flirted, getting a little alcohol in our systems. Things can happen, vice versa. Why would you put anyone in a relationship at risk like that? And you should respect your partner.
Guys' trips are fun. Girls' trips are not.
I get what you're saying with a girls' trip if you're single, but not when you're in a relationship.
Guys' trips are fine. Girls' trips are not. Guys' trips are fine. Just want to make sure we are on the same page with that. Guys' trips
No, we're not on the same page, because that was actually going to be my next question. So, Jessa, would you want your guy to go on a guy's trip? Because you just said you know what happened.
I already know what it is. I already know what it is. You can say that all day long. It's not different though. It's really not, because guys are usually the encouragers, and then the girls are the ones that take it. The guys
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. If you're a cute girl on a girl's trip, you're being approached by dozens of men. If you're a guy on a guy's trip, the odds that you're going to get approached by women are next to zero.
So then why do you have to go on a guy's trip?
You're the one who has to pursue it.
Because we don't go for female. Yeah, but we can actively choose not to. Women cannot actively choose not to be approached and hit on by men.
How do you actively?
The only way you can choose. The only way you can actively choose not to get hit on by men is to not go places where men are going to actively hit on you.
Or to not be a girl. Basically.
No, you don't. You just don't put yourself in those situations.
But it's not the same though. Like men will be the pursuers and everything like that. I mean, it's a respect thing. There's a trust thing. But at the same time though, I mean, if it's not you who are doing it wrong, it could be the friends around you. And again, it's a respect thing. Why would you put your partner in that kind of situation?
And why do you want to go on a guy's trip?
Reiterate. because the guys' trips I go are not about chasing ass and going to clubs and bars and getting female attention.
No,
I
yeah,
was just
my
with
girls'
guys in
trip and
Chicago.
my girls' trip included board games, and you said, why leave the house if you're just going to play a board game? Why are you leaving then?
You're not playing board games
But
when
they're
you
not
go to
playing board
Cancun.
games because I don't
Let's be
buy
You
them.
don't know. What am I doing? Why do you have to leave the house if you're
going to
a guy
Cancun
in
to
a
wear
relationship, why do
scantily
you have
clad
to leave?
bikinis. You're going to Cancun to take pictures on beaches. You're going to Cancun to go to the resorts where there are clubs. You're
Party
going
in
where
the
there
clubs,
are
blah,
men.
blah, blah.
Go
Yeah.
to an all-female resort then, or go to an all-female retreat if it's going to be about that. But it's the same reason. The same reason I know that you're not going to all-female resorts or only doing things with girls. The same reason that all-female gyms don't work. It's the same reason why female-only spaces are not popular and they're not being used, because women thrive on male attention. And so I go back to my previous point where the reason that it's different for guys to go out is because even if guys go to a place or even if they go to a bar or they go to a club, they can actively not pursue women and they can actively not talk to girls, because the likelihood that a woman is going to approach a man is next to zero. The likelihood that the likelihood that a attractive woman will be approached by one or more or multiple women is extremely high. Even if that's not your goal to get male attention, you're going to a place where you are going to get it, whether you want it or not.
Okay. I think I'm just like wasting my time here, honestly. So I'm gonna go because I honestly don't think we're ever gonna agree on something, and I think that what your opinions are really don't reach what I'm thinking. So I think that you should just talk with Mia, Rachel, and Jessa. I really appreciate you offering me on the show. But I think that I'm just kind of wasting my time being on here because I'm not going to agree with things that you're stating, and I'd rather.
Well, it's okay. We don't have to agree just to have a conversation.
Yeah, but it's just kind of like wasting my time. I don't think that this is of value that I care to hear, honestly. So I think that it was very nice that you asked me on, and I think that if you want to follow those opinions, that's phenomenal. And I think if the girls want to follow those opinions too, that's great as well. But I just like personally wouldn't rather. I just don't want to waste my time on here.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, Soph. Have a good night.
Bye. Have a great night, guys.
Take care.
First time we've ever had that happen, actually.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.